Hey guys, Trent here coming at you with another video. So this is going to be my first G.I. Joe Classifieds video. Today we're going to take a look at the Cobra B.A.T and Alley Viper. So welcome into my channel. If you like what you see, please like, comment, and subscribe for more great toy videos, 80s, 90s, nostalgic videos, and things of that nature. Alright, so this is my first two figures that I've opened actually for G.I. Joe Classifieds. And I have to say, yes, I was definitely missing out. I was a big fan of G.I. Joe as a kid. It's the toy I collected the most of, actually. I have to say, based on my first impressions, now, the line has been going on for a couple years now, so they've had time to tweak and everything. My understanding was some of the complaints that people had about G.I. Joe Classifieds are some of the complaints I have about something like Masters of the Universe Masterverse. Because right now, the Masterverse line for Masters of the Universe is releasing the ones based on the new cartoon. Revelation, which the cartoony look is okay, but it's not what I really want. You know, I think what most Masters of the Universe, whenever it comes to collecting adult collectors line, want basically Masters of the Universe classics again. You know, I know it can't be exactly the same, but I want something that feels like that. And I have to say, G.I. Joe Classifieds feels like this is G.I. Joe's Masters of the Universe Classics, basically. That's what this is. I mean, the quality level is there. Maybe it's not quite as detailed and paint detailed as Masters of the Universe Classics, but for a retail release, I mean, it is right up there, man. I mean, that's how I feel. I feel like I'm getting a Masters of the Universe Classics figure in the store whenever I get these, so far at least. I've only opened two, but yeah, I'm really impressed. So this is the kind of stuff that I'm excited for. Masters of the Universe, Masterverse, I think is going to go that direction too. This figure line had some complaints with the first releases that it was more cartoony, and they corrected that. So yeah, I'm excited about all the lines actually. So without further ado, let's take a look at these toys. Alright, here we go. G.I. Joe Classified Series. We got two of the most recent figures that are kind of just coming out now. People are still trying to get their hands on them. And I was lucky enough to find them at Target. What a way to start collecting G.I. Joe Classifieds. So we got the Cobra B.A.T, or Battle Android Trooper. And we have the Alley Viper. Both I think really hyped figures that people are really excited about, mainly because they're army builder figures. People love the army builders when it comes to Cobra and in G.I. Joe and the G.I. Joe line. So I won't be doing that, man. That's I don't one-ofs for me. But anyways, this will be the first G.I. Joe Classified series figure I've actually opened. So we'll start with the B.A.T first, I guess. So let's look at the B.A.T here. Doesn't really tell you much on the package. It doesn't let you know he's the Battle Android Trooper. You'd have to figure that out, I guess, online if you don't know. Or I don't know what's inside, if there's any kind of manual or anything. But we got the front profile artwork there. It looks really cool. So he's got a battle damage head swap. It's pretty neat. And I have to say, before I open this, just looking at the Classified series in general, the way that they're packaged and everything about it, it's actually tempting to not take these out of the package because they're displayed so well. Everything is fully on display, and they're these nice, clean little rectangular boxes where you could stack them and make, display your collection in box. But me, I don't have enough room to do that, and plus I want to get the figure out, of course, too. But so we got the side. I think these symbols mean something. Sorry, I'm kind of a G.I. Joe Classifieds novice. I ain't gonna be going in depth on that kind of stuff. But we got, it says there the B.A.T again, and it's got the Cobra symbol. And then over here we have some other cool artwork showing what figure it is. If you want to display the figures from that side, you can do side profile artwork. Pretty neat. It's pretty neat artwork. Oh, and so this is number 33 in the line of releases. So We got the Cobra symbol and its number in the series. And then on the back, they don't do any kind of, well, this is their cross sale. It's just like a artwork where you have to kind of go in and imagine what, you know, what there is available and everything. It doesn't give any bio or anything like that, but it is a neat bit of artwork for sure. There's a lot of vehicles down there. I wonder if we're actually going to get any of those. And so the Alley Vipers have, or I'm sorry, I'm doing the Bat. I don't know where the Bat is, but the Alley Vipers are featured up there now. So my initial impressions on G.I. Joe Classified, even before opening this figure, is that this is probably, when it comes to retail, the top of the line collector's action figure that's on the market right now. I'm a fan of Masters of the Universe and, you know, Origins, and I like the Masterverse series, but first impressions of this is almost like you're getting a, if there were such a thing as if you were to go into the store right now and be able to pull a Masters of the Universe Classics figure off the shelf and buy it at retail price, that's almost what this feels like so far. But let's get the figure out. Let's get the Bat out and see what he's all about. All right, here we go. The B.A.T. out of the package, and yeah, what a phenomenally detailed and sculpt and just articulation and everything about it. It just does really basically feel like I'm holding a bigger version of, you know, a vintage 3 3/4 G.I. Joe. It's just like they scaled it up perfectly. So neat. So out of the package, he comes with his Terminator style hands. Pretty neat. He comes with his chest piece, no plate on it, so you can see the workings inside. He's got a couple sculpted on grenades and everything. There's some pretty cool accessories that are already attached that look like they just kind of stay on there. Some kind of little device there. He's got his holster. And he does come with a pistol. And that's one thing about these figures that I'm noticing, that I'm observing, is that pretty much all of the accessories can remain on the figure, can be stored on the figure, so that's pretty sweet. So I holstered that pistol, and man, you really have to, it's snug, I tell you what. I'm noticing the articulations of the joints are really nice. Feel like they're on that, what's the word? The geared joints. Very nice. Interesting. Also, like in the hips, if you extend the legs out like this, or they can actually come down. They actually like displace a little bit to allow for the leg to stretch out more. So then, if you put them back in place, you can basically pop them back into place to get up in there in the socket again. Interesting. So the B.A.T's Accessory Backpack. It's so cool. It reminds me just of like the classic G.I. Joe. You just plug it into the back, just like the old school G.I. Joe figures. That is so awesome. So all of his extra accessories will store on there somewhere. And they do make it really snug to where you're not going to lose them. So there's all the accessories. So that's kind of neat. I kind of like that. So basically on this figure, other than the head swap and whichever, you know, the spare armor that you don't choose to use, all the accessories will remain on the figure whenever you're displaying it, if you so wish. That's pretty cool. Ultimately, I see what the hype is about. These are outstanding figures. All right, let's put his. Let's see what he looks like with more of a damaged mode. Let's put on the damaged chest plate. All right, here we got battle damage mode. Boy, that head swap was pretty challenging. It just puts you right on the verge where you're like, dang, am I gonna break this? Am I gonna break this figure trying to swap the head? It is definitely snug. Maybe it's because it's the first time I did it, but yeah, liking the battle damage look. Pretty sweet. Of note, check out this detail. The pistol actually goes in the hand, and the trigger finger actually goes into the trigger housing area. of the weapon. That's how detailed they've made this figure. Only thing seems like we should have got a little flame blast right there for this little weapon accessory. That would have been cool. Great first impression, great first experience. All right, so let's try the Alley Viper. So there's that front profile art. So he is another potential army builder figure. So they got showing multiples, and people will buy multiples, that's for sure. They'll buy as many as they can get their hands on, probably. So, man, a lot of accessories in there, and really nice, colorful. The Alley Viper was a figure during my time of collecting. I don't think I ever ended up getting one, though. I got some other figures instead, but I had a lot of G.I. Joes. Just never ended up picking up the Alley Viper. There's that side profile art. There's the little army builder. Hint, hint, army building. Same art on the back. There's the Alley Viper's symbols. Some kind of statistics, I think. And he's number 34 in the line for Cobra. Beautifully packaged figure. Yeah, these things are hard to take out of the package, but we're gonna do it because I want to display them. I want to get them on my collection. I cleared a spot on my shelf just for classifieds. So let's get the Alley Viper out and see what he's all about. All right, here we go. Alley Viper out of the package, and wow, what an awesome figure. He looks great. Look at that face sculpt. And he is stacked with accessories too. Look at all these accessories. So he's got his face shield. Boy, that thing's flimsy. So he's got a blast shield, little face visor. There we go, that kind of completes his look of his head there. Pretty cool. So all these accessories, he's got 2 knives. Little bayonet K-bar style knives. Actually Tonto style, like the curved of the blade. One can go here. So I stored one up in there, and boy, they are snug. And then he's got a wrist knife holster sheath, pardon me. So there's his wrist knife, which is kind of interesting. I couldn't imagine walking around with a full size like K-bar style knife on my forearm. That would feel very awkward. But for the sake of G.I. Joe, it's pretty darn cool. And everything fits nice and snug, and that's good because the last thing you want is this stuff like falling out, you know. So they definitely did a good job there. The blade's equipped, it makes it look much more complete and cool with that knife on the chest and everything. What else? So he's got a little sidearm pistol. Pretty nice. Of course, you got the holster for that. That holster's in pretty nice and easy. That's no problem. It's not going anywhere, so that's nice. So then he has more of a long rifle here with a scope, and it actually has a detachable magazine. That's a pretty neat little touch. I haven't really seen on an action figure too much yet. Pretty darn detailed. So he wields that pretty easily. Pretty nice. And then he's got a smaller, like MP5 style looking weapon with a weird magazine placement over here. Another detachable magazine. It's cool though. G.I. Joe mixing real military style stuff with a little bit of sci-fi. Actually, because of the placement of that magazine, it's more realistic for him to hold it in this hand, so the magazine goes alongside the forearm and doesn't interfere too much. So we'll try the long rifle in this hand to show that he can pretty much hold everything. Oh, that magazine wants to fall out pretty easy. But that's okay, once you get it. Okay. So he can hold both weapons. Okay, it took me a while to get him positioned to where he's standing up straight. I finally got it. There we go. So he also has his pack, which is nicely detailed. It's got the Cobra symbol on it. Got some molded in grenades and everything. And there's a peg here. I think it's for this weapon. So you can store his... Oh yeah, it goes around. Is that how it goes? Oh yeah, look at that. That fits perfectly right there. And that's like his harpoon crossbow kind of weapon here. So the little crossbow piece goes in there, and boy, it's snug, really snug. So what a neat little backpack. Even got some detailing on the other side. Let's see how that fits on. Just plug it in just like classic Joe. There we go. That's beautiful. What a figure. But we got to check out this Riot Shield. Okay, there we go. I got the Riot Shield on that hand. Now I will say, this figure, because of the existence of the Riot Shield, and he has 2 guns, that means he can't actually hold everything on him. So there is that of note, but that's okay. Still cool. Hey, extra accessories are great. So the Riot Shield even has some detailing on the inside to show he's got some kind of like computer screen that he's able to look through. A lot of accessories, great look, great colors, great attention to detail of the detailing of the mold and the paint. Pretty incredible. Oh, I guess when he has his visor down, maybe he can see what the shield sees, maybe is what I'm thinking. So when he has the visor down, he can just look with his shield, basically. That's what I'm thinking. Alright, I had to clear me out a spot for G.I.Joe Classifieds. I got all those figures back there I'm going to start doing reviews on. Because right now only 2 figures there. It doesn't look too impressive. So maybe next I'm going to do Gung Ho and the Cobra Commander. But got a spot there, so I moved... oh, I had the Horde over there, so I moved things around. Oh yeah, I've moved the Horde back up here with my vintage line. So got a shelf dedicated to Classifieds, and we'll start from there. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.